Your brain on coke. I want to explain exactly what's happening. So when you give your brain, that's meant to be a snowflake, it releases dopamine. Now dopamine is completely natural, and if this was a tap of your dopamine, a natural flow is like drops coming out of that tap. And dopamine is the neurochemical that helps you with motivation, that helps you with feeling good. It is a very feel-good chemical. When you add that to your brain, that is a brain, suddenly you're increasing the amount of flow coming from that tap, and that feels very good. But also what would normally happen is the sink would take it, and eventually that water would go back up into the tap and we cycle round. What this does is it plugs the sink. So the sink starts to fill up with dopamine, and that is what feels really, really good. Now, because there's none coming back up to the tap, you can't produce any more for days. So you feel awful and you feel sad. And what happens if you do this for years and years and years, that tap basically stays on and the plug stays in. And eventually all of the small things in life that used to give you joy, you can't find joy in anymore. And that's why the world starts to seem colorless and gray and dull. And you can't get any sort of high or feel good from anything other than doing more of this. I can't say it out loud because I'll get banned again. This. And basically this system you have hijacked for so long. The good news is it can go back to the way it was. You can find joy in the small things again, but it takes time. Trying to do it in a week or a dry January doesn't work. It takes longer than that. But it also takes support, because this is very difficult to break, near impossible on your own. So the first thing you've got to say is, I need help with this. I need to change how my brain reacts to dopamine. And if you want us to help you do that, then all you got to do is comment the word teetotal and I'll show you how.